say yes, I think the team, but the fact that he turned down.
They thought 4 years, 100 million was going to get it. Like, so he basically told him, Porter's better than you. Because Otto Porter got more than that.
Legal defense. Kuzma.
You see Brian Shaw over there also with Luke Walton. Second quarter, they've been better defensively.
Both teams. You'll love this story.
Yes.
I mean, I had a chance to talk to B. Shaw before the game briefly, and I said, you've been around Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Shaq, Kobe, Penny. Where's Brian ranked as far as that? He said, when you talk about the it factor, that's what LeBron has with all those other great players. That being around LeBron, good things happen in practice, good things happen all the time. It's fun to hear that come from B. Shaw. I've been around so many great players.
Yes, and I think he's a great fit for these young guys. Talk to Kyle Kuzma, he said every day they have, obviously Brian Shaw working them out, but they started off practice just talking about the game of basketball. That's what Brian is fantastic at. And they're going out and he will hold the guys accountable. I mean, JaVale McGee is working.
Man, he is
a rim protector for sure.
Nice
good pass, good run by
the timing and the perfect release there by Rondo. Great finish there by Ingram.
But there again, with Minnesota, if you don't take a great shot and don't get back on defense, the Lakers are going to score in transition.
And that's really been the case for both teams. The Timberwolves in that first quarter took advantage of some ill-advised passes and were able to get out in transition there, and Rondo, nice find to Ingram in transition.
Good job by Cat.
It's interesting. Cat has hit 2 threes, but he's still offensive rebounding and by the basket. That's what you kind of want from Cat. You want a balance. You can be out at the 3-point line, but don't forget what your bread and butter is.
Rondo and Lonzo playing at the same time.
Yeah, well, I'm a big believer in this. And this is Smitty. When you have a high IQ, you play with anybody. High IQ. I don't think it's an issue. Now, not having JaVale McGee on the floor right now is a bit of an issue because they have no rim protection, and Minnesota's starting to get a good rhythm in the paint.
Good job by Cat coming over and blocking shots. Ingram is knocking down these threes.
Well, the talk early on was that the Lakers weren't a very good three-point team, but they are shooting it well here in the game.
Well, they started off the season 0 for 15 from beyond the arc.
That was pretty bad.
That was really bad.
If I was Walton, I'll do a better job second half of making sure I have JaVale on the floor when Cat's on the floor. Because right now he's starting a huge impact in the paint with McGee. in the paint.
Take control with the Quick Room Body and Back Blade. It's ultra close trimming for smooth, easily reach back hair and use wet or dry. Remington's Quick Room Body and Back Groomer, available only at Shaver Shop.
James had 35 and on the rebounds and all against San Antonio on Saturday. This will be the first of two meetings between the teams in a span of roughly a week. They will play again on November 7th in Los Angeles.
Towns going to get a foul now for bouncing on the stands. He frustrated with the call. He's got coach. He bounced it on the floor. He realized the ball goes into the stands. It's
the third technical foul that we tonight. One on DJ, one on Karl Anthony Towns now.
I just don't know how that's traveling. I don't agree with it. You see what he did. He's trying to pull it back.
And Jim, you bounce the ball like that as long as you catch it. If you don't catch it, then it's going to be an automatic D every time. Timberwolves forced the turnover. Okogie going 1-on-2. And Okogie gets the blocking call against Brandon Ingram. The guy, the assertiveness of the Timberwolves rookie. To the line for two shots, Okogie. Okogie's first trip to the free throw line tonight. It's 2 of 3 on the season. Make it 3 of 4. Well, Timberwolves basketball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by TSR Injury Law. If you've been injured, you know it's TSR time. Call 612-TSR time. Contavious Caldwell checking in for third foul assessed to Ingram tonight. Josh Okogie, a new career high with 13, surpassing his previous high of 12. The Wolves another stop, chance to pad this lead. Gibson over Kuzma. McGee, oh, miss. JaVale McGee playing with his NBA team, but joining the Lakers as a two-time NBA champ after the last years at Golden State. Quickly up the floor, Ball sees LeBron James running. LeBron doesn't get a call as he took some contact. Teague for the three. Ball. Gibson gives the Wolves a second chance. Okogie long two is short. LeBron spins on Teague. Jeff Teague comes up holding his leg momentarily. What a move by LeBron. Teague coming to maybe take charge, and LeBron just spins right up there. Foul assessed to Townsend. The third cat.
8 shot attempts for LeBron so far. He's made 2 of them. He's 2 of 7 in the paint today. He's missed a lot of minis around the rim, but 7 shots roll off.
All 4 of his shots tonight were misses. Tom Thibodeau was forward for Tom Washington. Finishes off play. Just 217 points shy of Wilt Chamberlain for 5th all-time in league history. 873 back from Michael Jordan for 4th all-time. I just talk about lunch today. Jim, as the names turn bigger, he becomes more and more old. Be able to talked about in the same breath Chamberlain and Michael Jordan.
Pretty amazing. Ready to pass Wilt.
He'll pass Wilt probably in another couple of weeks. As I mentioned, about 200 points now. And Michael Jordan, probably he passes by the All-Star break.
Yeah. I think he gets to Kareem. I think he's going to have the longevity. He's 34 now. He can
33, has turned 34. He wasn't in on 34. But you're right. There's no reason he can't play another 5-6 years the way he takes care of himself and play at a high level. By the way, they did change that last foul that was initially assessed to Towns and Teague, so that's good news for Wolves. LeBron James with the block. Kuzma in the open floor, and LeBron follows miss. It's his all-time NBA record. Kuzma for 3. The Lakers, with a late flurry here in quarter number 2, have taken a 2-point lead. Run by LA. And about a 2 between the Bucks. The Lakers will wind down as much as they can. Yeah, come on, bro. Kuzma for 3. Still time for the Wolves. Teague got to hurry. Dumps it off to Taj Gibson, and Taj scoops it up and in as the buzzer expires. How about the Timberwolves hurrying it up the floor to get the shot off just in time? No question it was out of his hands. And the Timberwolves and Lakers knotted up at 66 at the break. What's next? Presented by Central Lake. Tom and Kevin will talk about the good ball movement. We'll also have an update from around the NBA. Let's get it to Marty Gellner standing by with Josh Okogie.
Josh, that was such an up and down first half. How much did you like the energy that you guys had in the jump?
I think we had great energy. I think the last couple of games, that's what our struggles was, finding that energy. But I think today, we found that energy within ourselves. Obviously, we're helping the crowd, but we're able to find it within ourselves, make plays for each other, and get stops most important. game.
Both teams are off and running, and LA leads the league in fast break points. What do you guys need to do defensively?
Just defensive transition. We know on the raise of our shot, we got 3 guys got to get back on the raise of our shot, and just trying to stop LeBron, at least by the time he gets to half court, and just trying to stop any, forward passes and just making plays and just effort and energy.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
What a solid first half for the rookie, Josh Okogie. 13 points for Minnesota, who ended up shooting 47% in that first half. Coming up at halftime, Tom and Kevin take a look at this fast-paced game against the Lakers and LeBron's impact so far. Halftime is coming up next at Target Center.
And as promised, fourth-time MVP and brand new LA Laker LeBron James has entered the room. The phones and the cameras all set up to record his entrance. And his news conference here in just a moment of time. So many expectations now. The King wearing Laker gold and purple, that iconic uniform. And here he is.
What is your level of excitement and anticipation playing for a team that has great talent, but also an iconic franchise? And in addition to that, what was it like having Magic right down the street from you an hour before he was supposed to meet with you to talk about becoming a Laker?
Well, I mean, I think the game for me in general, no matter what uniform I'm in, I'm just always humbled that I'm able to play this game at this level. I think we all know, and it can speak for itself, that this franchise has been a historic rise. Don't even have to talk about they won championships. Just talk about the players that came through this franchise, that's worn this uniform. So that's an excitement in its own right. And then it's just always humbling for me anytime I get an opportunity to be part of something special. And I believe the conversation I had with Magic that night was a special night. So I'm happy to be in this point today.
LeBron, welcome to Los Angeles. I want to know how it feels. So you've been with two teams before. Cleveland, obviously, we all think of you probably most with the Miami experience. You did very well there. What is it like to move to another place? I know you live here during much of the season, so it's not like a brand new experience, but what is it like to just change the location where you're going to be competing, represent another city?
I mean, well, it's always challenging when you move, no matter if you do it as a profession, if you've done it, in your adolescent days, which I did a lot. So, moving from place to place is something that, I've been accustomed to, especially growing up, where I come from. So, You know, it's more challenging for your family, you know, and your friends that you know, that take the leap and take the change as well. It's an uncomfortable position for them at the beginning, uncomfortable for me as well. Just, you know, learning new streets, learning new routes, learning new, you know, new people, being around a different environment. You know, so it's always a learning experience when you're able, when you have to change. So, you know, it's an adjustment that, you know, myself as we'll all adjust to, and but we'll be fine because we have each other.
Hey, LeBron, Kurt Sandoval from ABC7. Curious, as a man who's been to the NBA Finals 8 consecutive years, the last time you weren't in the Finals is when this franchise was in the Finals. What's your expectations as a man who's measured by championships?
Well, my expectation, you know, is to try to get better every single day. You know, I don't expect nothing. You work for what you want, and you can expect anything. I think that's all. For me, it's all part of the process, and you know, we don't know. It's the unknown. The unknown is, you know, what to expect at the end of the road. So I don't ever base anything off of that. You know, what I know I can bring to the table is, you know, being committed to, you know, excellence every single day, from a mind standpoint, and from, you know, how I prepare to go out and play. You know, everything else take care of itself.
Lauren Jones, LA Sentinel. LeBron, obviously, a definition of success for a successful season would be a championship. But are there any other markers or indicators that you have for this season being successful?
I don't believe that. I don't believe the only thing of success you mark in the season is winning a championship. You know, there's only one champion, but that doesn't mean you're not, you know, not successful. I think, you know, there's going to be wins and losses and things of that nature, but what you can control is how you prepare every day, how we prepare every day to try to get better every day. You know, we're a new ball club coming together. Obviously, they have some returning guys, but, you know, as far as the ball club, we're all new to each other. So, you know, we have to, you know, take our bumps and our bruises. We have to, you know, there's going to be good times, there's going to be bad times, you know, and that's what happens with a team that's new. But if we continue to work the process and we continue to, you know, sacrifice for one another and put in the commitment and the time to being great, then, you know, everything else will fall into place, as I said before.
Hey, LeBron, between breaking some film down of these young guys, knowing their games from previous years, playing some 5-on-5 here and talking to the coaching staff, have you gotten a sense yet of the way that you want to approach the games and how you guys might play with pace and just the direction of the team?
Well, my game, you know, does not change no matter who I'm alongside. You know, I believe my game can fit with anybody. I'm a team-first guy. I love passing the ball, love sharing the ball. You know, and then watching these guys from the outside looking in, the level of pace that they play with, I'm excited about. I love getting up and down and running and things of that nature. So, but, you know, I think, you know, Luke and the coaching staff will let us know what they would like for us to, how we can be great. And you know, we have to practice that and we have to implement that every single day in order to accomplish what we want to accomplish.
Hey, LeBron, Bill Oram with The Athletic. 2 questions. One, can you drill down to the moment you decided to make this move and that you wanted to be a Laker? And then, and what was that like, kind of as you kind of took in what that would mean? And then 2, so much to talk about what you can do for the young guys. I'm curious what you think the young core that has been in place for a couple of years will do for you.
Well, I have a team, and to answer your first question, I have a team that we all come together. You know, we've done this before. We mark out all the pros and the cons, and then at the end of the day, it's you know, it's kind of up to you know, myself and my family. So, you know, we kind of made a decision that this is our next journey. This is our next path, and so I was able to make the decision to come here. Truly excited, you know, about this opportunity. And then I'm always in a learning process. No matter, you know, where I'm at in my career, I'm always in a point where I want to learn and get things from, you know, teammates and coaches and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what we all can bring to the table and how we can all bounce ideas and bounce things off one another in order to better our games, both on the floor and also, you know, mentally as well.
Yeah, LeBron, Bill Plaschke, LA Times. How much of your decision was based on the Lakers and how much on the business opportunities of Los Angeles, and how do you balance those two?
My decision was based on my family and the Lakers. Listen, I'm a basketball player. I play ball. That's what I do. That's what I live by. And when I do it at the level I do it at, everything else take care of itself. So, you know, as far as my business, those things have been taking care of itself way before I even came out here to be a part of the Lakers franchise.
LeBron, Andy Kamenetsky, ESPN LA, The Athletic.
Where are you?
You've obviously accomplished a lot in your career, been through a lot of different scenarios. At the same time, joining this team brings a lot of attention. What, if anything, at this stage of your career creates pressure for you or constitutes pressure?
Say that again?
What, if anything, at this stage of your career creates pressure for you, brings about pressure?
Nothing. Nothing.
LeBron, you're at the far back at your hi. Marcelo Corrêa from TV Globo Brazil. People still thinks about what this Golden State Warriors team can be in the league at this moment, because they keep adding pieces to the team, and sometimes it looks unfair. But you have a young core here with you and some talented players as well. Do you think that this Los Angeles Lakers can beat Golden State in the Western Conference?
We got a long way to go to get to Golden State. They can pick up right where they left off, starting with training camp. If they start today or whenever they start, we're picking up from scratch. So we have a long way to go. You know, we can't worry about what Golden State is doing. Golden State is Golden State, and they're the champions, and they've been together for a few years now. So, you know, we put that to the side. We can only focus on what we can do to get better every day as a Lakers franchise, and you know, and hopefully someday we can put ourselves in a position where we can compete for a championship, as Golden State has done for the last few years.
Josh Peter with USA Today right here, LeBron. Between the movie project, the TV project, the documentary, the HBO show, how do you juggle off the court stuff and on the court stuff and keep it from becoming a distraction potentially?
How long have you been following me? Huh? Apparently not long enough. There go your answer right there.
What did you make of Tiger Woods winning that championship yesterday at 42 years old?
To be honest, I didn't get an opportunity to see it. You know, Sunday is usually, for the most part, family day with me and my kids and football. So I didn't get an opportunity to see it, so I can't even answer that.
LeBron, over here, Om Young, Masuki, ESPN. You've been very good at kind of getting the strengths of your players, adapting to them and getting the best out of your teammates. So I'm wondering, how do you see all these pieces fitting? There's a lot of multiple ball handlers, versatile players. How do you see that? How do you envision this fitting?
That's definitely exciting, for sure. You know, when you see how many multiple ball handlers, how many guys that do multiple things, a pass, shoot, rebound, put the ball on the court, you know, get out and run. So, you know, it's going to be, you know, fun to see how I can implement myself into that, and we can all implement each other and get the best out of each other. So tomorrow's going to be the start of, it's like the first day of school, you know, for me. You know, you know what to expect, but you at the same time, you don't know what to expect. You know, me being my first time here, part of this franchise and this system as well. So I look forward to seeing how I can work and how we all can work together.
Brian, right here, LA, Brad from the LA Times. You and Rondo had some epic and testy games when you guys both played in the East. What's it going to be like having him as a teammate, and what was it like having him oppose you doing those pickup games last week rather than playing your team?
Yeah, Rondo in my career, and since I've competed against him over the years, has always been one of the most cerebral players, smartest players that I've ever competed against, and one of the most competitive guys I've ever competed against. He know everything that's going on the floor. He know everything that you're doing. He know everything the team is doing. He know all the strengths and the weaknesses. And sometimes you kind of see yourself, when you see yourself in someone on the opposing side, that's where you like think like someday it would be crazy if you ever teamed up and you're able to join forces with that type of cerebral, mentality where you know exactly what's going on the floor every possession. So it's gonna be a really cool moment when I step out on the floor with Rondo, just knowing things that he see and he know things that I see with us never even have to say anything. It's not many of us in this league that can actually think and prepare with our minds before we even step on the court and actually play the game like the two of us.
Leaders in that opening half. How about Josh Okogie, new career high, and this is 5th career NBA game, his 4th career start, as he gets the start tonight in place of Andrew Wiggins, who's missing his 3rd consecutive game. Karl Anthony Towns with the 8 rebounds, and Brandon Ingram, after serving that 4-game suspension with 17 points, a new season high for him. And we are underway to begin quarter number 3 here in downtown Minneapolis. Wolves looking for their first win of the season against a Western Conference opponent. Brandon Ingram, your scoring leader in the game, first half, and he begins the second half right where he left off. Gibson puts it on the floor against Kuzma. Taj able to rebound his own miss and then gets fouled. Will have a chance to go to the free throw line.
This is going to be an epidemic in my mind. I love guys that offense rebound. I love it. I love guys that want to go get it. But look at all of the yellow jerseys. I mean, he's got 4 guys standing all around him. And Taj is, I like Taj's effort, right? I mean, it's great. But there are people standing wide open on the perimeter. It is 3 better than 2?
Yes. In every
I just don't get why. I mean, I understand. Like, I see it around. I also see it a lot with Minnesota Timberwolves players, guys that are trying to score in a pack of wide open jump shooter. It's Karl Anthony Chang, whatever. It just makes sense. If you've got to have a sense of like, are there bodies all around me open?
Ingram partially blocked by Okogie, who flashes out. Towns finds him, and Okogie with the stuff.
There, I mean, he's done this multiple times now, where he's able to block a jump shooter shot down the floor and make it.
LeBron has it in. Jimmy, think about playing time. Josh Okogie is getting because of the fact that Andrew Wiggins has been injured. The other star, because they were ready to meet Butler, experience that he is. Tom Thibodeau said before this stretch started for him that he wasn't really in his rotation.
I mean, Brett Ingram is super long, and for him to put his shot with the high release point, it's even more impressive than release down the floor. Beautiful pass by Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, and Ingram is forced to have to take a seat. Josh Hart comes back on the floor.
How special must this moment be for Josh Okogie to be able to play against LeBron James too? I mean, it's just got to be surreal. I know what it was like for me.
Schiller is fouled by Josh Hart. They're going to say not a shooting foul.
He stopped short. Let's do this. He stopped short and, trying to get through the screen. Josh Hart was trying to get through, and smart play by Jimmy Butler. Trying to do it all the time, right?
You might as well try and sell it. Towns through a rebound by Hart up the floor to McGee. McGee doesn't waste much time getting the stuff. 11 points now. McGee, the Lakers have 4 players in double.
If you're not contesting and releasing down the floor, you're
blocking foul here as Hart tries to draw a charge. Already going to be the 14th foul. Lakers 2 minutes and 6 into this quarter.
I think Josh Hart, in his mind, felt like he was in a legal guarding position and square.
Teague back to Butler. And Butler next on the 3-ball. First 3 tonight.
Great action by Minnesota.
Timberwolves a modest 13 attempts from downtown tonight after setting a franchise record against Milwaukee on Friday night. Lonzo Ball shot goes up over the backboard. Timberwolves will get the basketball back. Chance to go back out front. Teague 3-ball. Will not drop. Teague 0 for 2 from downtown. 7 shooting tonight. And we'll get the foul going on Jeff Teague. For whatever reason, as we take another 3 by Jimmy Butler, Jeff Teague's coach was very receptive towards I said 1 for 7 tonight. Came in the night shooting 5% at target center on the year. Lonzo Ball and he's been fantastic on the road. So I'm sure it's just it's one of those strange season anomaly with Jeff Teague.
I'd like Jeff Teague more. That's one of the things to look at. Derrick Rose leading Minnesota attempts coming in the game. Jeff Teague is more aggressive.
Great ball movement. Okogie can't make it count, but Taj Gibson an offensive board.
Just even right there, Jeff Teague could have taken the 3 when he first got the basketball back in his sense.
Towns throws up a wild shot, and it just rim.
Look at when Teague first saw his hand. There was nobody guarding him, and he was just wide open on the perimeter. And trigger. Good 3-point shooter. You've got to shoot the basketball when you have an opportunity. If you don't, if you pass up the open shot, you give it up. That's what happens right there. You know? No, you're with a 24 shot clock down. You got to shoot it. You owe it to your teammates.
Butler. Back to Towns. Cat follows the... Cat able to get the second chance bucket to go. Now, did you goes in the air underneath? Look at Towns through glass. The block for his sport tonight and matches his season high. Blocked by Butler. And then Jimmy on the other end kicks it out. Okogie for 3, won't drop. Towns offensive board, and Cat gets fouled.
I like how he's always ready to basketball. Towns has been rebounder his game tonight.
14 11 boards for Towns.
Most he's got 7 of them now.
Timberwolves back in action. College returns to Target Center, presented by U.S. Bank. For select home games, college students can get upper-level tickets for just $10 by using a valid.edu email address online. Visit timberwolves.com/college for more info. Towns puts the Timberwolves back in front. Then off the turnover, Okogie had a chance to hit, so but misses at the rim. Good heads-up hustle, though, out of the rookie. LeBron. The set finish and the straight leads.
Ice covered. The lady cut. I'm going to look back at JaVale McGee. What happened to my help that time? And when you force a player to the baseline side, your big's not. It's the bad.
Ron rattles out. James Bond, 13 shooting. Whistle here. We'll bring about the mandatory timeout. We'll take a break as well. The Lakers and the Timberwolves trading buckets midway through the third. LeBron James and Jimmy Butler says right back at you. Timberwolves leading by 1.
Timeout. Timberwolves 7-7. Lakers 7-6. Let's check the stats of the teams. Timberwolves free throws 13 of 13, 2 points. Timberwolves 23 of 49, 47%. Lakers 23 of 46, 50%. 3 points. Timberwolves 6 of 17, 35%. And Lakers 7 of 16, 44%. Rebounds. Timberwolves 35, Lakers 29. Blocks. Timberwolves 8, Lakers 5. And fouls. Timberwolves 12, Lakers 17. That's the timeout. Timberwolves 7-7, Lakers 7-6. Leading the box score. Timberwolves leading the score. Jimmy Butler 17 points. Brandon Ingram for Lakers 19. LeBron James 14.
Jason Hurd is forcing Jimmy Butler to the baseline, side jumps. Now JaVale McGee's to help. And so when Jimmy gets there, JaVale should be helping and stopping Butler. That's what Josh Hart. And you got Lonzo Ball rotating to Towns. So McGee has no Towns coverage right there. He's got to help Josh Hart. And everybody's looking at, watch Kyle Kuzma, watch Josh Hart. Look at JaVale McGee after Jimmy Butler gets the layup right here. And everybody's going, what happened to the coverage? Kyle Kuzma snaps his head around and goes, what is going on out there? When you're playing coverage, you got to talk and you got to do your job. And when those kind of breakdowns happen, I always get a kick out of it to see the guard's reaction, because it's Josh Hart that looks bad. It looks like Jimmy Butler just blew right past him. Nobody knows that fact that McGee was supposed to be there to help him.
Jim, while you are giving the breakdown on that JaVale McGee defensive lap, our fantastic statistician Mike Greenbaum handing me a stat of significance from around the NBA, as the Warriors tonight are playing the Chicago Bulls, as former Bull Rajon Rondo, amongst many other teams, turns it over. Towns the outlet to Taj Gibson, and Taj with the dunk. Timberwolves open up a 3-point lead. The Warriors right now in the third quarter, leading the Bulls 113-69. Klay Thompson has 14 made threes and 52 points.
He made 10 and a half.
Attaboy, Rajon! Lakers get it back to a 1-point game. The 14 is a new new NBA record, and they're not done yet. Although, you can't imagine that Klay Thompson is going to play very much more basketball tonight. That game clearly in hand, although the Warriors have their starters with 4:53 left in the third.
Well, when Steph made the 11, Klay's like, I'm not going to let you one-up me.
Timeout on the floor here in Minneapolis. A tight one between the Lakers and the Timberwolves. Coming up, Jim Pete's top 5 most physically dominating players of all time.
Some noise for your Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's the timeout. Now remaining 6 minutes to the end of the third quarter. Timberwolves 79, Lakers 78. Let's reveal the score of the other games. Games ended. Philadelphia 76ers 113, Atlanta Hawks 92, Indiana Pacers 9-3, Portland Trail Blazers 103. The other games. Last quarter in New York, Madison Square Garden, Knicks 97, Brooklyn Nets 85. In Miami, last quarter, Heat 98, Sacramento Kings 113. In Milwaukee, Bucks 83, Toronto Raptors 72. In Chicago, Bulls 6-9, Golden State Warriors 113. That's a huge difference. In San Antonio, Spurs 53, Dallas Mavericks 45. That's the halftime. In Denver, Nuggets 23, New Orleans Pelicans 24.
And Michael was obviously physically gifted, but what a nightmare he was to guard every other night. And talk about physically dominant. The top 3 guys here, it's hard to argue with any of them. Shaquille O'Neal, you know, and a lot of people think he was probably more physically dominant than even Wilt Chamberlain, but Shaq, a third on my list. LeBron James. If you've never seen LeBron play in person, you've missed something pretty spectacular. And you have to go on YouTube. If you're not, and if you're all arguing about Wilt Chamberlain being the most physically dominant player in the history of the league, you don't know your history. You need to go back and just watch some. He played with Wilt, Dave, and he talks about. I've asked him about all the time about he's seen Jordan, he played against Kareem, and he played with Wilt, and they all still swear. I never saw Wilt play personally, you know, up close. They all still swear, even Al Adams, that Wilt Chamberlain is the most physically gifted, dominant player that's ever played in the NBA. It's hard to argue with it. He averaged 50 points in a season. Those versus played 48.5 minutes per game. Think about that.
I just wish to see there is video that of the 100-point game.
Oh yeah.
There's film and video. There's nothing.
There's just let's talk about physical gifts to Wilt Chamberlain. There's just 2 ways about it. Nice runner by Jeff T.
My only question with Wilt, and it's not a knock on Wilt because I mean he played in the generation he played in, but were the other guys he was matching up against as physically dominant as he was?
How about Bill Russell? How about Nate Thurman? How about Willis Reed? He played some of the greatest as well.
And there were freedom initiatives.
He was beaten every single. So you got a open list as well, Dave. So, Karl Malone, Julius Erving, and Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, look at this. The players that I've listed, there's a lot of bigs in there, right? You had to have seen David Robinson. I saw David Robinson his first year. He tripped Tim Hardaway at the top of the circle. Took it from him, and then just sprint dribbled down the Hardaway was spurting and could not catch it while dribbling the basketball.
And Steven somehow wins it against Carl Anthony.
Yo soy un tecnológico que permitirá traducir.
series with the Lakers, including a sweep of all 4 games last year. In franchise history, the Timberwolves swept a 4-game set against LA.
Kickball by Tyus Jones here on the pass out to Rondo.
Brandon throws it into the front row. 16th turnover tonight for the Lakers.
Josh Hart has really taken the minutes from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's not played particularly well this season, but it's amazing how much his stock has dropped since Detroit, because he was one of the better defenders in the NBA.
He had to settle for a 1-year, $12 million deal, wipe off the bucket off the travel. He was on a 1-year deal with the Lakers last year, another 1-year deal for KDP this year.
These referees are calling a lot of traveling calls. The 2 on Karl-Anthony Towns in the first half, somebody sent them to her. They were not traveling calls. You could see the replays.
Rondo. Up and under for Rondo.
That's a Rondo finish right there.
Tom Thibodeau with nothing but praise for Rondo before the game tonight, referencing back to their time together in Boston when Tibbs was an assistant on the Celtics championship team.
Rondo came down here and gave love when he checked in the game.
Thibodeau was only in his 2nd or 3rd year with that Celtics team, and he was with the Hall of Famers of Pierce and Garnett and Allen, and he still let everyone know he was the one running the team.
Pretty competent guy. He's a advanced scout's dream because he's got the basketball IQ, and he knows the other team's offense and their play call. So when he hears an opponent's play call, he'll say 4 up. It's like our 2 out. So if you're an advanced scout, you're not only getting the opposed play call, but you're getting the team that Rondo's playing for is play call. He's notorious for that, of calling out play calls. And as a coach, you love those guys that are so looked in and followed his scout report. They understand even what the play call is. That's next level thinking.
Well, and Luke Walton was complimentary of both Rondo and Brandon Ingram suspension, saying that they got to the arena early, got in a lot of work before they had to leave, and that Rondo took Ingram under his wing and they watched the games together during the suspension. Butler for 3, and Jimmy Butler drills the triple. The Timberwolves, the first over the century mark, and they open up a 3-point advantage. Luke Walton and the Lakers have to use a timeout as Jimmy Butler connects on his 2nd triple of the game. Another 20-point night for Butler early in quarter number 4.
Free t-shirts, stand up, move.
Timeout. On score, Timberwolves 102, Lakers 99. 9 minutes and 16 seconds remaining to the end of the game. The leaders: Lakers, LeBron James, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Timberwolves, Karl-Anthony Towns, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. The next games of Lakers and Timberwolves. Halloween night, Lakers against Dallas Mavericks. and Timberwolves against Utah Jazz.
Story of the game here on a Monday night in Minneapolis. Karl Anthony Towns, his second double-double of the season. 18 points, 13 rebounds. Has also impacted the D with the 4 blocks. LeBron James flirting with a triple-double, 22, 7, and 7. And how about Josh Okogie? Career-high 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. He also has a block, and he's got 3 assists. He's done a little bit of everything here.
Ben, there have not been very many leads, Dave, that have been larger than 3. Only 51 seconds in the second half has there been a lead of more than 3 points. So it's been a closely contested game. LeBron James' jumper makes it a 1-point game, and we go back and forth. It's been fun.
Butler drills another.
There you go. Now you got more than a 3-point lead here. Lakers came into this game number 1 at fast break points too, Dave.
Rondo
just flips it up, little finger roll. Number 1 in the NBA in fast break points. Minnesota all last year had 2 games of 20 points and more fast break points. Tonight they've got 20 again, and it's the 3rd time they've done it this season. Early on.
Butler can't connect. Lakers come up with the basketball. Chance for LA to tie it back up or take the lead.
The pace in the NBA is up everywhere, and the Lakers are really tempo as Anthony Tolliver's going to call out here on the McGee roll.
So one thing that's impacted this game, Jim, is Brandon Ingram picked up that 4th pop foul early in the 3rd. He had 17 in the 1st. He had 2 early to start the 3rd quarter, and he had to sit on the bench.
Did you see how Rondo switched gears that time? He slowed down. Jimmy Butler switched onto him. Then Jimmy and Tyus were trying to get back. And as soon as Jimmy released and tried to get Tyus back in front again, that's when Rondo jumped to the rim. That's what I'm talking, changing gears if you're
Ingram beats the clock. His first point since the opening bucket of the 3rd quarter. We're getting a call underneath going against Rondo.
Talked about Brandon Ingram just rolling. He was rolling before he got into foul trouble. Isolating situation that Jimmy Butler takes him to the baseline side and spins on him. He's got the long arms. He is quite the athlete. Skilled. They love him in LA.
Well, and Jim maybe now perceived, maybe not the way you want to get it, but maybe perceived now with a little bit more toughness than he might have been when the season first began. He just picked up his 5th foul, however, and he is going to, well, see if Luke Walton's going to leave him in with 7:17 remaining.
If they're going to Kuzma at 4 and Brandon Ingram at the 2, that's a big lineup.
They're going to get Harden on the floor, and Ingram will have to sit with the 5 fouls. Gross. Rejected by McGee. JaVale McGee, his 3rd block of the night.
I don't get why.
Rondo clips another one up and sees it go through again. And Rondo with 13 in the game. That man is his season high. 6-0 run for the Lakers. Tyus gets 3 back.
Tyus has been quiet in this game, and all of a sudden he makes a really loud play in 16 minutes. That's his first field goal.
Hart on the other end leaves it short. And last touched by the Lakers. Wolves will get it back.
Rondo's in ball screen action, just getting right to the rim and just flipping his little finger rolls up over the top of the defenders. Tyus comes down, gets a little separation on Rondo and lets him have it. It's confidence. It's good to see. But Tyus sits down. Jeff Teague comes in to close here. With 6:17 to go.
Towns doesn't hesitate. Long rebound for Rose. Butler fires the three. Jimmy again. And the Timberwolves have pushed it back up to a 4-point advantage. The Lakers have to use a timeout. Jimmy Butler delivering for the Timberwolves tonight. He's got 26 points.
Jimmy Butler tonight, 26 points. Free throws, 2 of 2. 2 points, 6 of 10. 3 points, 4 of 5. Rebounds, 5. 4 defensive, 1 offensive. That's Jimmy Butler tonight. And 3 assists. No turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, and 1 personal foul. Jimmy Butler tonight. Now let's see LeBron James tonight. 24 points, free throws 4 of 5, 2 points 7 of 14, 3 points 2 of 4, LeBron James. 7 rebounds, 5 defensive, 2 offensive, 7 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls. That's LeBron James tonight. Last quarter, remaining 6 minutes and 6 seconds. Lakers 107, Timberwolves 111. The rebound leaders tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, 13 rebounds. LeBron James, 7. The assists leaders tonight. Rajon Rondo, 8. Derrick Rose, 7.
3-point shot action for Karl Anthony Towns. Jimmy's going to be able to little defensive back there and set a screen there for Towns. Ball pops out again. Towns dives, which is smart, and then all of a sudden Jimmy's wide open. But Towns diving after the offensive rebound, and that's why we say the best time to shoot a 3 is on an offensive rebound reset. And Butler makes a great play there, gives Minnesota a little separation here.
LeBron takes the long 2, it rattles out. Rose looking to hurry it up the floor.
So people always say, well, can you design plays to get a 3-point shot? Yes, you can. It's possible.
And Jimmy Butler just connected on a triple tonight, a new season high. Timberwolves with their largest lead of the second half. Kuzma from downtown. Timberwolves looking to build their lead in 8-0, and we'll get a foul call here. JaVale McGee.
Jimmy said this got read
App Store or Google Play to download now. You know, Jim, we talked about how maybe LeBron might have felt he had unfinished business coming in here after the way the Cavs trounced in this building last year. Jimmy might be feeling like he is finished business after what happened in Cleveland last year. Remember the tight game? Oh yeah. At the Q, LeBron with a late block of Jimmy Butler. LeBron sticks the game winner. So Jimmy would love to get a little revenge over King James here tonight.
He's got 12 in the fourth quarter. That's one way to win a game for your team, is to be productive in the fourth quarter. Almost gets a poke away there.
Ingram Hangs in the air, will not drop. JaVale McGee comes up with the offensive board and is able to kiss it off the glass and in.
JaVale McGee is completely transformed. Smart play by Jimmy Butler to get that out of there.
Sees Towns for the three. Karl Anthony Towns adds to the lead. It's ballooned to 10.
That's big. It all started with the smart play by Jimmy Butler to pull it out.
Largest lead of the game. LeBron gets Seymour back. 27 for LeBron. Butler rattles out. We'll get a foul underneath.
We're going to get a foul going over the back of LeBron James.
It'll be the third foul of the night on Towns.
Jimmy pulls the ball out, just rotates it quickly to Towns. JaVale McGee is late to the closeout. And I'm surprised Jimmy didn't react quicker to get out to LeBron James. You know, the ball got deflected out there, and Jimmy kind of stood for a second. All it takes is for you to hesitate with LeBron James.
James for Kuzma underneath, couldn't handle it. 17th turnover by the Lakers tonight. Towns, long two. Taj Gibson offensive board, has it poked away, and last touched by Taj. Crowd does not like the call. Tibbs is beside himself, giving Mark Lindsay an earful. Can't review it since it's not inside 2 minutes. LeBron denied by Towns. Lakers hold on to the ball. Ingram three. Too strong. Rebound number 15 for Cat tonight. Teague somehow able to save it from a backcourt violation, and then Butler wanted to get a foul call. Teague left alone will take a three. As we reach 3 minutes here in downtown Minneapolis, it's been a good one between the Lakers and the Wolves. LeBron gets it right back, extra pass, and then they find LeBron again. Man, the Lakers really sharing the ball, but they're unable to connect. Kuzma finally fouled. He goes up, and if it's on Cat, that's going to be 4. And indeed, it will be on Towns. Kuzma's going to head to the free throw line. He has not been to the stripe tonight. In fact, Jimmy, look at the disparity from the free throw line as you get another look. Towns, a lot of ball.
There was a little bit of a head contact with the forearm there. And these referees are so good at spotting that kind of contact, especially around the head and neck area. Yeah, he got all ball, but there's also contact around the head. But great effort by Towns.
Kuzma 88% at the line on the season, but as I said, had not been there tonight.
You mentioned the free throw disparity very much in Minnesota's favor, doubled up, as a matter of fact. 28-14 at this juncture, now one more.
Doubled up in attempts, and more than that, and makes Minnesota 24 points off the line. The Lakers just 10.
Was out three-point shooting the Lakers as well, which is nice to see. That's been a trend for the Minnesota Timberwolves up in their three-point, like 43 last Milwaukee Bucks.
Shot clock down to 4. Butler. Teague takes the three. A little bit strong. Rondo, quick outlet for Ingram. Unable to get it, but Kuzma there. It's back to a 4. Timberwolves would like to ensure this one not go down to the wire. Ingram with the puck. LeBron Ingram, he's got Butler beat. And last touched by the Timberwolves.
Gotta make plays. Big shots. You gotta make open jump shots. You gotta get those loose balls. And this is just too bad for Minnesota. Again, Brandon Ingram, they're contesting and racing down floor on any perimeter jump shot. You miss, you quit the rebound.
Luke Wall used one of his remaining timeouts. It's over. A 6-0 run for the Lakers. And how about the offensive explosion tonight by Jimmy Butler, especially the stroke from down 5, triple the game. 6-5 for Butler. The 5 made threes matches the most that he's had in a Timberwolves uniform.
He's been particularly good here in the fourth quarter, where he's been very efficient. I love the three-point shooting by Jimmy Butler in this game. I mean, it's been timely threes. Minnesota separation here. Wolves need to make a play here at this end of the floor. The Lakers call timeout here to draw up something. You think that LeBron James is going to get the basketball here?
You know LeBron will not go quietly. LeBron in his NBA career, 23-6 all-time against the Timberwolves, including 2 wins out of the last 24. And you can think about what the 2 wins by the Timberwolves were. A triple overtime win in Miami when LeBron was still with the Heat. Hasting the Wolves put on the Cavs here last year.
I always enjoy these baseline special situations. You don't see as often as you do side outs.
Get it into the hands of King James. Basketball and unable to save it. A slump.
Get some rhythm and try to cross Karl Anthony Towns up, but works out in his favor.
He is human, folks. Do not see that kind of play out of LeBron, especially in a clutch situation very often. Can the Wolves capitalize? 5 turnovers tonight for as we go under 90 seconds left. Rose. A travel by Derrick Rose, and the Timberwolves give the basketball right back to the Lakers.
Mark Lindsay's been traveling happy tonight. A lot of those calls.
LeBron gets to the back. Tom Thibodeau wants a timeout. 8-0 by the Lakers, and the Timberwolves' 10-point lead whittled all the way down to 2 with 1 inning. Go back to LeBron, and you know when the pressure's on, he wants the ball in his hands, Jim.
The ability to snake and pick roll games, so like a snaking, making like an S movement, going back to left, is such an amazing play. This one at the game situation in Cleveland last year, the play you were talking about, the long pass down the court to LeBron James, and I don't know what he played in the back.
And the Timberwolves would love to get back for that here tonight. Timeout remaining. The Timberwolves still do have a foul. And the Target Center faithful on their feet. So crowd here in downtown Minneapolis. Wolves looking for the first win of the season again. Western Conference. I know it's early, but a chip in the win column against one of the teams you figure might be there with you for a playoff spot at the end of the season. Huge to put in the pocket. Teague backs it out. Towns cannot get it to go. Lakers with the ball. Timberwolves have missed straight shots.
Minnesota has to this possession.
Timberwolves will total blitz tonight. And oh my goodness! He's triple of the game. Now in a 2, they make 9-point game.
For Luke Walton too, as he doesn't have any timeouts left. So it's a 2-possession game by Taj Gibson. Really lucky no foul was kind of marked on the wrist. Jimmy gets the switch. John steps to. So what a great screen by Jeff Teague by the too. Keeping Brandon. Butler to rise up over the top. I'm making a shot. 6 of 7 for Jimmy Butler. 32 points on 20 shots.
And how about the reaction out of Jimmy Butler's teammates?
Jimmy could have act more too because he's only 4 of 9 in the painted area. He could have got a couple more layups. 30 points on.
Having 4 points here.
Changes airspace and not foul.
But 5 seconds tick off the clock. So we're now 13 seconds away from victory. He'll get the 3 away. That will drop down the rebound. And the Timberwolves with 8.8 seconds remaining will walk down in. And hear the reaction. American Sandy, the reaction out of the bench.
You know, it's funny. I'm not going to show this morning. Borno's fine. And Mike now works for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Timberwolves years ago, but the Lakers forever. I was talking because they played so poorly. He goes, Jim P. Everyone gets drawn in the Lakers. He goes, everybody gets stuff, but especially LeBron James. He goes, you're going to get your A effort tonight against Los Angeles. Against LeBron's right. Luke Walton.
Oscars. Caldwell Pope, more about this. Jonathan Williams, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. James, 29 points, 10 rebounds. Of LeBron James, 10 rebounds, 7 defensive and 3 offensive. 7, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls. Staples Center.